We are going into Fresco La Mas. Okay, so we're gonna grab some butter for our chicken soup, but I just thought I'd show you, you can either get Puerto Rican bread or you can get Cuban bread. I had to give you a choice between Puerto Rican and Cuban bread. It's basically, I don't know if there's a difference, but this is the Puerto Rican bread, this is the Cuban bread. All right, so I saw an advertisement in the local Fresco food coupons. The shrimp was $3.99 a pound. So we're gonna check that out. I just remembered that. So if it's $3.99, I will get probably a half a pound of shrimp. I've got like a quarter pound in the fridge. So if it's that cheap, I will scoop up another half pound just for some shrimp po' boys. So let's check it out, see what they got. So actually I said it was $3.99. It looks like the medium shrimp is $2.98 a pound. So we're gonna do a pound of that. And this is actually they have medium shrimp that's previously frozen, unfrozen, and that's $5. But we're gonna get the $2.98. We're gonna get a pound of that, and then we're gonna make a shrimp po' boy. So I'll grab a tomato. I already have some lettuce, and make some remoulade sauce, and that's how we're gonna do that. So this is my first YouTube video outside of the studio. Just thought I would try this out. And we're at my beloved Fresco La Mas supermarket here in Alapata, Little Dominica, right next to Wynwood. So let's grab this and then we'll head back to the studio. Oh, here's our distilled water at $1.09. And this is what we need for the Gesso. So we're gonna grab a gallon of this for our Gesso. Let's hit up these Roma tomatoes for 78 cents a pound. We're just gonna grab one of them. We already have lettuce, and this will be part of our shrimp po' boy. And I think I'm gonna get a green one. Beautiful color. Beautiful color. Back to Miami WorldArt. We just left the Fresco supermarket right next to Wynwood, and we just got some shrimp for $3 a pound. So we got a pound, and we're gonna make a shrimp po' boy, and it's gonna basically be fried shrimp, remoulade sauce, homemade remoulade sauce, lettuce and tomatoes on some Cuban bread. Actually, I got the Puerto Rican bread. So we're gonna do that. And as a bonus, and forgive me if the camera's shaking, as a bonus, I am going to try my best to ride by some really beautiful artwork, some street artwork. And if the camera's shaking, forgive me. I have my tripod set up, and this vehicle only goes 35 miles an hour. It doesn't really, but it's a beautiful day. I mean, it's like 87 degrees, and it's beautiful. And this artwork is just amazing. Like, I'm driving by it now, and it's just, oh wow, it's amazing. So that is a future video that I'm definitely going to show you guys. This amazing wall artwork. The culture is so rich. I was thinking to myself as I was in the grocery store, and this is similar, the richness of the culture here. We're in Little Dominica. The richness of the culture reminds me of the richness of the culture back where I'm from in New England, the Italian culture. The richness of it, like when you go to get lunch in the neighborhood that I grew up in, back in New England, where I live, where I grew up, and you go to the local store to buy lunch, you know, it's just the food is so authentic. It's so authentic Italian. It's from, the families are from, you know, I used to rent from Nick Bonacani. Actually, it's a true story. Nick Bonacani actually played the Dolphins, and I rented, before I ever moved to Miami, I rented an apartment from Nick Bonacani. Like, he had like, for the Dolphins, and I rented, before I ever moved to Miami, I rented an apartment from 5 or 6 apartments back where I'm from, and I rented, and I never met him. Like, I guess it was his sister or something like that, or family member, I don't know exactly who, but I rented from the Bonacanis, and that's where I grew up. But what I'm saying is, the cultural richness is similar to back where I'm from in New England. It's just a rich culture. You can feel the culture, and it's a good thing, because this is Little Dominica, and it's, you know, it's a nice, quiet neighborhood, but it's still Miami. So a lot of times people say to me, how is Miami, or is this safe, or whatever? You can be in Coconut Grove, you can be in South Beach, you can be in any part of Miami, and things can go a whole bunch of different directions. It doesn't matter where you are. So just, that's a word to the wise. If you come to Miami, don't think that there's a neighborhood that things don't go left on you, you know, because it can go left anywhere in Miami. I mean, that's why we had this show, Miami Vice, because it's anywhere you go in Miami. If you think you're in a specific neighborhood, I wouldn't go by that. Mindful of where you are, and you're situationally aware. Let me just say that. If you're situationally aware, we're back at the studio. So the grocery store is just around the corner, maybe 7-8 blocks. But if you come to Miami, anywhere you go, just be situationally aware of where you are and your surroundings, and you should be fine. Don't do anything silly. And use common sense that you would use anywhere you are in the world. I mean, Miami is an international city. There's people from all around the world. I mentioned in the last video that I actually worked for Dimitri, the owner of Avant Gallery, and I actually helped him open the first Avant Gallery here, actually on South Beach, on Washington and Lincoln Road. And I think if you come to Miami and you just understand the situation you're in, where you are, and you're cognitive of where you are, and if you have a positive attitude, but you have a firmness to yourself in terms of, you know where you're going straight there, you're secure, you have everything all your possessions, everything's secure, you're not distracted, and you kind of keep yourself in that mind frame. Miami is awesome. A lot of people come to Miami and they have this thought of Miami. Miami is like that coach, the NFL coach that says they were who we thought they were. Miami is that place. It is what you thought it was, but you can enjoy Miami. And I'll say a little bit before I kind of go back into the studio, but Miami is a young city. What really amazes me is how quiet Miami is at night. Like, it can be a Saturday night and you can be downtown Miami and it's quiet. There's not a lot of traffic, and you're saying, wow, this is a major city. This is one of the biggest cities and the most dominant cities in America, in the world, actually. And you can be in Miami and there's places where it's just really quiet and tranquil, and you're in the middle of the ocean. I'm looking at the clouds right now, and these clouds are just amazing. They're like pieces of art. And I just love this city. And my objective is just to capture the color and the energy of the city and channel that into my artwork. We're on a peninsula on the farthest tip of the United States, tropical. You're near the equator. It's beautiful. It's amazing.